Dentistry is listed as one of the best professions, but it can also be one of the most stressful ones. Outside of the physical aches and pains that most dentists live with, managing the business side of a dental practice can be a major source of stress. A dental practice lives and dies by the overall well-being of you, the operator, the owner. And if you find that you're not shaking off the workday or work week as well as you used to, you need to be making some changes now. After the break, I want to share some tips for managing stress to help you avoid burnout. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Patient Attraction Podcast. I'm Colin, receiver. And like you, I'm a small business owner. My business helps dentists like you to get more and better patients. And that's what I find most rewarding. Pretty much like you probably enjoy, solving your patients' problems. But there's a huge amount of business involved in running that business. And a lot of the time, my time is taken up overseeing other things and overseeing my team here. I'm sure it's the same for you in your dental practice. I've had to learn some things about managing the stress that comes with wearing all these different hats. And now I'm not a dentist by any means, but the mechanics of running almost any small business are very similar. I want to share with you what I found that works for me to stay relaxed and focused. The first thing is taking time away from the business. Being able to focus on the things I find relaxing and enjoyable has helped me to re-energize. Now, don't get me wrong. I love owning and running a successful business, just not 24/7. You've got to have time to recharge, which is why I'm a big proponent of dentists having no more than 4 clinical days a week. Now, I realize that getting time away isn't always easy for solo dentists. You either have to close your doors or find someone else to cover for you while you're gone. And it wasn't easy for me to take time away in the beginning. And I learned to make the most of evenings and weekends. Stop burying yourself in your clinical work and make sure you're stepping back and managing the practice. Spend the time you can with your family and friends. Take longer vacations and enjoy them. One thing I did last year, I took and turned my smartphone off for 7 months and got a flip phone. The second thing I learned to do was delegate. That may have been the hardest step to take because I was a one-man show when I first started SmartBox, doing everything from building websites to handling billing to 1,000 other things. Now, I finally realized that demand for my services had grown to the point that I had to bring on other smart people and trust them to do their job. It was kind of tough at first, and I admit that I was probably still more involved in areas where I'm not really needed as much, which brings up the third thing. I had to set boundaries. I've got world-class people here working at SmartBox, but this is still a small business of more than 75 people. It's easy for me to get sucked back into things that I don't really need to get involved in. And I had to learn to say no to my staff and no to myself. I had to learn when I was truly off from work and make that stick. And it's an ongoing process, as my wife will probably tell you. And with those 3 things, more or less, I realized that I needed to take better care of myself physically. But that's a work in progress too, feeling healthier and everything is looking up. These changes weren't events. They were and are processes. So take what you can from my experience and begin the process of managing and minimizing your stress. There's something that SmartBox can do to help you minimize your stress. I already mentioned that small business owners wear too many hats. Now, you shouldn't be wearing your practice marketing guru hat. You didn't go to dental school to learn marketing, and frankly, it's not your most profitable activity. You're making money and generating revenue for your practice when you're treating patients' problems. Now, my company, SmartBox, helps over 550 dentists around the world get more and better patients. And I'm talking double and triple your practice kind of new patient growth. We help dentists gain more time to see the patients and to get higher profits from selling larger cases. And if you want to learn what our industry-leading patient attraction system can do for your practice, schedule a practice discovery session. Jump out to our website. Not only can you be a lot more successful, you can also relax some while you're getting there. Join me for our next podcast. Until then, keep moving forward.